then you'll never have a felony conviction. You'll be able to go on about your life like the rest of us without being a convicted felon. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation at all, you can be brought back into court. You could be found guilty and you could go to prison for anywhere in the range of punishment, which is between 2 years and up to 20 years. And are you Devon Murray? Speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is cause number 26, DCCR 0346. Mr. Murray was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the second-degree felony offense of robbery. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
Not from the defense, Your Honor.
There's the only thing I have, just more for the court's knowledge than anything else, with respect to the statement of the interested party. The co-defendant in this case is Jose Lugo, who's also before this court. I've just asked you to take that into consideration when you see that case coming.
I mean, you guys both read the recommendation of ISF.
Yes, Your Honor, and I've spoken with Mr. Murray in regards to that. I did tell him that I would ask the court to hold it in abeyance if possible to see if he can get started with probation. But he does know that that is a decision for you and whether that will be held in abeyance or not.
So it's not going to be held in abeyance. So you're young. This situation I mean, the whole point was buying and selling guns, and that's just a big problem about what's going on right now. And so ISF is not necessarily meant to be a punishment. It's meant to give you some tools. You're very young, so that when you do that program and you get out, you can be successful on probation. Because what I don't want to do is put you on probation, not give you those tools, you mess up, and then come back in and go, well, don't revoke my probation, send me to ISF. So I'm going to send you now. You're going to get those tools. Then if you mess up, it's going to be even worse. You understand? All right. So I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 4 years. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That will include entering and successfully completing the cognitive track of the ISF program. You are not to have any contact whatsoever with the co-defendant, Jesus Lugo, and also with the victim, Kiera Davis. Do you understand? And that obviously means contact in person, but it means any type of communication through electronic media or Snapchat or any of that kind of stuff. You understand? You'll be on the high medium caseload when you get out of ISF. That's also to help you get started on probation and to be successful. This is an excellent opportunity for you because you don't have a felony conviction on your record. And if you successfully complete the probation, then you'll never have a felony conviction. You'll be able to go on about your life like the rest of us without being a convicted felon. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation at all, you can be brought back into court. You could be found guilty and you could go to prison for anywhere in the range of punishment, which is between 2 years and up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand? All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed. And so you've waived your right to appeal. Also, I want to make sure you understand, Mr. Murray, you're going to go into custody today. You'll be in our jail for just a couple of weeks, probably. I don't think there's a big waiting time to get to ISF. But while you're in our jail and while you're at ISF, it's part of your conditions of your probation now that you follow all of the rules and be courteous and treat everyone that is working there with respect. So don't go get in our jail and start getting involved with some of the people out there that are not doing that. If you get an incident report while you're in jail before you even go to ISF, it's a violation of your probation and you can never get out again without me revoking your probation. You understand? All right, you can go back with the bailiff. Well, sir, are you Francisco Garcia?
Yes.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment in each case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Just this one, right?
Mr. Garcia, in cause number 25, DCCR 0900, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of burglary of a habitation. from March 24th of 2025, and how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
And then in cause number 25, DCCR 0901, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of publishing or threatening to publish intimate visual material from March 13th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Again, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And because you did what they charged you with? I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
In both of these cases, I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Ms. Holmes?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes.
And do you understand if I follow the agreements that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes.
And it looks like the agreement in the first page 0900 is for a 5-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine. You would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation, which includes having no contact at all with Melissa Escalera and is that Jose Landa?
Yes, Judge.
And delete or destroy any intimate or private photos and allow your probation officer to inspect any devices, your phone or any devices at your home. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, if I may, I neglected, I just realized I wrote those down as conditions in the burglary case, but not in the publishing case. The intent of the parties was that there be conditions in both cases.
Sure. You understand that'll be your conditions of probation in both of your cases, correct? And then in 0901, the agreement also is for that 5-year deferred probation, a $500 fine, and all of those other conditions that I've already gone over.
Yes.
Is that your understanding as well?
Yes.
Do you also understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes.
State tenders number 1 in each case.
No objection.
It's admitted in each case. Is there any evidence that Mr. Garcia is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of guilty in each case freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of those pleas. Find sufficient evidence in each case to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your cases for sentencing so the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. They'll give me more information about you and your cases, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. You need to stop on your way out of the courtroom today and talk to probation. She's sitting at that desk right over there. All right, we'll see you back at sentencing. Good morning, sir. Are you Jeremiah Douglas?
Yes.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment in each case?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Mr. Douglas, in cause number 25, DCCR 1115, you're charged with the 3rd-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from July 27th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
I'm sorry.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they charged you with? And then in cause number 25 DCCR 1222, you're charged with the 2nd-degree felony offense of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information between 10 and 50 items, and that's from July 27th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Again, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And because you actually did what they charged you with? In both of those cases, I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. West?
Yes.
Do you fully understand them? And do you understand if I follow the agreements that you've reached with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And so it looks like the agreement in 1115 is for a 5-year deferred probation, a $500 fine, and any other conditions subject to the pre-sentence report. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
well, you're right. Yeah.
That was
Is-
primarily to entail a forfeiture in the UCW misdemeanor.
Okay. So as part of these plea agreements, that he's going to take care of the unlawful carrying a weapon and forfeit that. Is that correct? Is that your understanding as well? And then in cause number 1222, it's the same agreement. which is for a 5-year deferred probation, a $500 fine, and obviously the same conditions of probation, and also that you would take care of that unlawful carrying a weapon and forfeit that weapon. Is that your understanding? Do you also understand, sir, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? Speak up, please.
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number one in each case.
No objection.
It's admitted in each case. Is there any evidence that Mr. Douglas is not competent?
No, ma'am, not at all.
All right, sir, I'm going to find in each of your cases that you entered your pleas of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of those pleas. Find sufficient evidence in each case to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your cases for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your cases, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. You need to stop on your way out of the courtroom today to talk to probation, and she's sitting at that desk right there. All right, we'll see you back at sentencing. Yeah, I need,
I'll send it to you.
sign it. You have to
Yeah,
sign his right now.
Yeah, I think it's right now.
And I need it emailed. It has to be emailed today.
Yeah, I will.
Good morning, you're Javon Johnson. And Ms. Johnson, were you able to get someone hired?
I actually am going, it's Brittany Holmes, I made her at 12 today, the being that I was back and forth out in the hospital, I hadn't been able to work, I do engines and rebuild them. I hurt my back today, she's the only one that I found that's a little bit cheaper than I can actually.
Okay, so you'll be able to get her hired, if I reset her.
Yes, ma'am, she's willing to take so much for me to.
All right, so what I'm gonna do, Ms. Johnson, is just do about a 2-week reset. Bring the reset notice that you get today to her, so she knows when that court date is, and then she'll let you know if you need to be back on that date or not. Okay, step in front of the clerk, Brittany. Good morning, you're Miracle Oville. Ms. Oville, did you get someone hired? You didn't?
No.
Who'd you talk to? Speak up, I can't hear you. You didn't speak up. Talk louder. Who? Dunham and Jones, okay. Who else?
The guy, I can't remember, I just have to check this email.
I can't understand
The
you.
other guy, I can't remember, I can't remember.
Mr. Parker, can y'all hold it down? I'm having a hard time hearing.
The other guy, I can't remember, I just have a text message from, I don't remember his name, I did speak with him. We kind of went through like.
Why didn't you, so you've been here before, why didn't you write all that down and bring it to me like I asked you to?
I did, but I had it in my phone, I didn't transfer it to paper, I hadn't had it.
Well, where's your phone?
It's right in my phone.
Okay, tell me, I want to know the 3 lawyers that you talked to that I asked you to do.
It was the guy. Defendant Jones, technically I talked to two. It was,
Yeah, you're just mumbling.
but technically I talked to 2 of the people at Defendant Jones.
You talked to 2 different lawyers there?
Yeah, I didn't realize that. One of the name was Matt Shanks. The other one.
You actually went and visited with them?
Mr. Shanks.
Okay.
Cause remember, I don't live out here, so I couldn't.
Well, obviously I don't remember. I
Oh,
do
I'm
this every
sorry, I'm
week
sorry.
with
No, I
a
don't-
courtroom that's full of. Okay, so you've talked on the phone with,
Yeah, and that's who I was mainly pretty much moving forward since I had talked to both of them.
okay,
We had they pretty much gave me basically a fair rate and stuff like that.
okay.
So
So when are you gonna get them hired?
I want to say hopefully soon. Before
What is
the
that? I
end
don't know what that means.
by the 31st
Okay,
July.
I'm gonna reset your case one more time. You need to get someone hired before that next court date. If it's not gonna work out with them or one of those people at Dunham and Jones, then you need to talk to at least 3 others, and you need to have those names ready on who you actually spoke with when you come back, okay? Step in front of the clerk, she'll give you a reset notice. Good morning, you're Robert Simon. So, Mr. Simon, you've been here before on 2 cases, and you've been indicted now on a new offense. Well, it's a new indictment, but it's an old offense. So that is cause number 26 DCCR 0720. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of possession of a controlled substance from August of 2024. So where are you on being able to get someone hired on your cases?
This is what I've got. Your Honor, I have tried my best. Hire an attorney.
Okay.
Done whatever you asked me to do. I've done all of it. I have some present that for you now.
Who'd you talk
Trying
to?
to hire Ralph Kimball
Uh-huh.
as of now. It's the money situation. I'm trying to pay the bond, the bills and him at the same time.
Are you
And-
working?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because you've got that new indictment, I'll give you one more reset. I'll also allow you, if you want, to fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court appointed. I mean, it depends on what your income is, but I'll take a look at it if you want to do that.
I do. Problem is, I'm waiting on my wife to show up and get her to fill it out. I'm really dyslexic. I can't see things.
Oh, is she on her way?
Yes, I said
Okay.
things backwards. So if I can't get her to fill it out for me. As soon as she
Okay.
gets here.
Well, if she's on, I'm gonna have you get the paperwork from the clerk and then y'all need to fill it out accurately and completely. You're gonna swear under oath that it's all true and correct. So make sure you don't leave everything, things blank, but if it doesn't apply and things like that, and then I'll take a look at it. All right?
Okay.
Step in front of the clerk on the end. Good morning, ma'am. You're Jasmine Jaquette?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Jaquette, were you able to get someone hired?
So I have a couple of people I was already working on his homes. I reached out to Mr. Lewis and Ms. Lori Perezzo, but I just have some stuff going on right now. I'm gonna just go ahead and get the court appointed so that I can get stuff moving, but I don't know how long it'll take.
Are you working?
Yes, ma'am, I'm working now.
Okay, well, you don't get to just get a court appointed. That's the whole point, is that if you're working, I expect you to try to hire someone. Where are you working?
At the Port of Bowman. So it's like a temp, it's like when they have work, then I work, I get picked, but it's not like every day.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. You need to fill it out accurately and completely because you're gonna swear under oath that it's all true and correct, and then I'll take a look at it. Step in front of the clerk on the end, she'll give you that